Howdy y'all, this is the Xbox Adaptive Controller. It was initially designed to allow people with disabilities different ways that they could try to input with a controller. It accomplishes most of that using these 3.5mm jacks that it has on the back. Each of these corresponds to a different input. So you could take something like a Rock Band foot pedal, for example, and let's say we want it to be the A button. Well, now it's the A button. So whenever you press down on it, you're pressing the A button. It also has these two big buttons on the front, a D-pad, start and select. I'm only gonna call these start and select, different profiles and stuff, but also it's got USB for the right stick and the left. And that's designed for a couple of other peripherals. You could just plug these flight sticks in and it just works. And since this is an official Xbox controller, the Xbox reads it just normally, as well as PC. In a way, it thinks this is basically this. So I thought, I already own the Steel Battalion controller, but what if I built the Steel Battalion controller we have at home? So why don't I just build my own controller for this and try out a couple of my favorite first-person shooters? Starting off, we should absolutely use this Rock Band drum pedal. I'm just gonna use this headphone jack extender and put this on the ground. And let's plug it into the A button so we can use it for jumping. For the right stick, I'm gonna use this Logitech X3D Pro. I can rest my palm right here. It's got a button there and a trigger and a bunch of motion. And these buttons just work. I mean, you're gonna have to remap them a little bit, but they work with this. If you try plugging this directly into an Xbox, it just won't work unless you have to plug them through this. And for the left, I'm gonna use this Logitech Attack 3. So we'll be using these two sticks, that foot pedal, and then the buttons on here. Now this does also work on PC, but I wanna show it working on this Xbox. So now what we're gonna wanna do is go into the Xbox accessory app and test out the controller. As you can see, if I move around the joystick, it will correspond with what's pressed. So it thinks this is the stick, and it thinks this is a stick. But if I go and I pull the trigger on this, for example, it thinks it's select. So what we need to do is configure it. We'll go ahead and create a new profile, and let's call this one Doom. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the select one here, or I guess it's view, primary, and we are going to make it right trigger. We'll assign that to slot 1. And if we go back to test, now when I pull the trigger, it thinks it's the trigger. And handy enough, it looks like this came with the default layout for the controller. Luckily for me, there's not too many things I need to do with Doom. So why don't we give it a go? All right, here we go. E1M1, Ultra Violence, knee deep in the dead. Ooh. Oh, and my left trigger thing worked. I can sprint by holding down the left trigger. Yo, this works. Yeah, just to demonstrate. Okay, so this is walk, and this is run. Walk, run. Can I circle strafe? Oh, I can. Well, at least it's hard to, but I can still kind of circle strafe. Yo, yeah, you can totally complete E1M1 really easily with this. What's my time? Minute 30? Okay, not too bad. I wonder if I can get faster. All right. Actually, we're speedrunning. We don't need that. Oh, yes! That's gotta be under part time. Yeah, 18! Yeah, Doom works. But how about we do a bit of an upgrade from Doom to Duke Nukem 3D? It's like I'm controlling a mech, and the mech is Duke Nukem. Oh, okay, platforming is not so easy. There we go. Hold on, I need some health. Don't mind me, just need a little bit of health. I'm gonna drink from this fire hydrant. Ah, much better. Man, it's really dark in this movie theater. 13 health? Ah. I mean, they added it in the game. Man, turn some lights on. There we go, now I can see. I mean, it's hard doing vertical aiming in a game like this anyway. It's funny controlling Duke like a mech, though. There we go. Alright, how long? Huh, 9 minutes. Well, I guess 3 of it was drinking from a broken fire hydrant, but, I got through it. Well, as much as I love Doom and Duke Nukem, if you really ask me what my favorite game of all time is, it's always going to be Halo. I mean, specifically Halo 3, but just any Halo. Now, as you can see here, I play a lot of Halo. So when I recorded this, I was Tor 10 level 27 Brigadier General, and I play this game every week. And I do that by grinding out only the PvE challenges. So every 3 weeks, when Halo 3 comes around as the game to play, I do Floodgate. So that's gonna be the baseline. We're gonna do Floodgate, competitive time, on Legendary, with tilt turned on. So let's see how long it takes for me to get through this. Man, why is every level I like apparently very dark? The game becomes significantly harder when you're not using a keyboard and mouse, and you're instead playing Chief like he's a tank. Now this is surely going to be one of the hardest parts. Ah, dang it. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this is going to be the hardest part, I can tell. I feel like I need to clamp down on these because I'm like moving them a lot. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, we got good RNG. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's disorienting. Ugh. There we go. I still think I was able to get it under par time. So that was pretty fun kind of using this for a little bit. I mean, it's definitely not the most intuitive way to control your games, but the fact that this thing can actually just natively support this is awesome. And in case you were wondering, yes, this also works on PC. The remapping is easy on Windows with the Xbox Accessories app. It's basically this exact thing. I know the controller also like works on SteamOS too, because I was using it on my Steam Deck, but I don't know how easy it is going to be to rebind everything. But I'm sure it shouldn't be that difficult. I would like to do some more of this in the future, so if you have ideas of things I should plug in or could try to use as buttons, let me know. Like I'm thinking I might use this 8-bit do button, or maybe mod something like this easy button. Also, if there's any games you'd like to see me play with something like this, let me know, because I would love to try something out. Maybe I should get around to actually playing a mech game, since this is kind of more like a mech game controller. That's gonna be it for now, though. So long, y'all.